Chapter 1: Fear of English. Rahul hated English, not because it was difficult, but because it made him feel embarrassed. Every time someone asked him a question in English, his mind went blank. His hands shook. His face turned red. He felt small. He felt stupid. Even simple sentences made him nervous. He avoided speaking English completely. At work, if someone spoke in English, he stayed quiet. At school, if the teacher asked him a question, he could not answer. At home, he did not want to practice. Rahul dreamed of speaking English like others. He wanted to talk with confidence. He wanted to speak freely with friends and colleagues. He wanted to travel and communicate without fear. But every time he tried, fear stopped him. He felt trapped in his own mind. He remembered times when people laughed at him. Even small mistakes made him feel ashamed. He wished he could disappear. He wanted to run away from English completely. Sometimes he thought, maybe I am not good at English. Maybe I will never learn. Because of this fear, Rahul stayed silent for years. He missed opportunities at work. He avoided joining conversations. He watched others speak confidently, wishing he could do the same. But deep inside, a small part of him still hoped. He wanted to change. He wanted to speak English one day. He wanted to feel proud of himself. He wanted to turn his fear into courage. Little did Rahul know, his chance was about to come. A small red notebook and a simple promise would change everything. And that would be the start of a new journey. Chapter 2: The Promotion. One morning, Rahul was working at his desk. His boss called him to the office. Rahul felt nervous. He wondered, what does he want to say? The boss smiled and said, "Rahul, we want to promote you. You have done good work. But you must improve your English first." Rahul felt many feelings at the same time. He felt shocked. He felt happy. He felt scared. He wanted the promotion very badly. He wanted to feel proud. He wanted to earn more money. He wanted to show everyone he could succeed. But the thought of speaking English made him nervous. He remembered all the times he had frozen when someone spoke to him in English. He remembered the times he had avoided conversations. He remembered the times people laughed at his mistakes. Rahul realized something very important. He could not run away from English anymore. He could not hide behind silence. If he wanted the promotion, he had to face his fear. That night, Rahul could not sleep. He kept thinking about the boss's words. He thought, I have to do this. I cannot let fear stop me. I need to speak English. I need to practice every day. He opened his drawer and found a small red notebook. He held it in his hands. It felt like a new beginning. He decided to write something on the first page. A promise to himself. The next morning, Rahul knew he would start. No more running. No more hiding. He was ready to take the first step. He would turn fear into courage. The journey to speak English confidently was about to begin. Chapter 3: The Red Notebook. That night, Rahul sat on his bed. He held a small red notebook in his hands. It was simple, plain, and small. But to Rahul, it felt very special. He opened the first page and took a pen. He wrote carefully, "Day 1, I will speak English today." He looked at the words. They felt like a promise to himself. A promise to stop running from fear. A promise to start learning, no matter how hard it was. Rahul took a deep breath. He thought about all the times he had been scared, all the times he had frozen, all the times he had avoided speaking English. He decided that now would be different. He made a simple plan for himself. Every day he would practice English. He would start small. He would not worry about mistakes. He would speak even if it was hard. He would write every new word in his red notebook. He would read his notebook every day. Rahul promised himself no more fear, no more hiding, no more avoiding English. He smiled a little. It felt good to make a promise. It felt like the first step toward freedom. He felt a small spark of hope in his heart. That night, Rahul could not stop thinking about what he could do. He thought, I can do this. I will learn English. I will speak with confidence. I will not give up. And with that thought, Rahul closed the notebook. He went asleep with a brave heart. He knew that tomorrow, day one, would be the start of something new. Chapter 4, Small Steps Every Day. The next morning, Rahul opened his red notebook. He decided to start small. He would not try to learn everything at once. He would take one step at a time. He learned simple, useful phrases. He wrote them in his notebook. He read them aloud. He said them to himself while brushing his teeth, cooking, or walking. Even small sentences made him feel brave. Every night, Rahul watched short English videos. He listened carefully to how people spoke. He repeated the sentences aloud. He tried to copy the sound of each word. Sometimes he made mistakes. Sometimes he could not say a word correctly. But he did not give up. He shadowed speakers too. That means he spoke at the same time as the speaker. It felt strange at first, but slowly his voice became more natural. Slowly his words became clearer. Every new word he learned, he wrote in his red notebook. He read the words again and again. He reviewed the notebook every day. Even 5 minutes of practice made a difference. Day by day, something changed. Rahul noticed he could remember phrases more easily. He could repeat sentences faster. He could understand short videos better. He smiled when he spoke English to himself. He felt proud of the small steps he was taking. He understood that courage was built slowly, one day at a time. Rahul knew that these small steps were not small at all. They were the beginning of a big change. He promised himself, I will do a little every day. I will not stop. I will learn English one step at a time. Chapter 5, Seeing Progress. 2 months passed since Rahul started using his red notebook. He practiced English every day. He spoke to himself. He listened to videos. He wrote new words and phrases. He repeated them every day. Slowly, he noticed a change. He could reply faster when someone asked him a question. He could understand more words in conversations. He did not feel as nervous as before. At first, even a small conversation made him scared. Now he could speak short sentences without freezing. Even if he made mistakes, he kept talking. He realized mistakes were normal. Mistakes did not make him fail. They helped him learn. His confidence grew little by little. He started smiling when he spoke English. He felt proud of every small step he took. He remembered the first day when he could not say a single sentence. Now he could speak a few sentences clearly. That made him happy. Rahul also noticed he could understand short videos better. He could follow podcasts more easily. He could repeat sentences without stopping. He realized that listening, repeating, and practicing every day really worked. His notebook was full of new words and phrases. Every time he read it, he felt strong. He knew he was improving. Rahul understood something very important. Learning English is not about speed. It is about daily practice. Even small steps count. Even small progress is real progress. He smiled and thought, I can do this. I am improving every day. Soon I will be able to speak confidently. That feeling of progress gave him courage. He was ready for bigger challenges. Chapter 6, The Big Test. One morning, Rahul was working at his desk. His boss came to him and said, Rahul, we have an important meeting today. Can you handle it with our international client? Rahul felt nervous immediately. His hands shook. His heart beat fast. He remembered all the times he had been scared of speaking English. He remembered how he used to freeze and feel small. But then Rahul remembered his red notebook. He remembered the promise he made to himself. I will speak English every day. I will not give up. He took a deep breath. He told himself, I have practiced. I can do this. I will speak clearly. I will try my best. Yes, sir, I can, he said clearly. His voice was calm. He felt a little stronger than before. During the meeting, Rahul listened carefully. He understood the client's questions. He thought before answering. He spoke slowly and clearly. Sometimes he had to pause to find the right words. Sometimes he made small mistakes. But he kept going. He answered politely and confidently. He explained the solutions clearly. He asked questions when he did not understand. He used the phrases he had learned in his notebook. After the meeting, his boss smiled. Great job, Rahul. You handled it very well, he said. Rahul felt proud of himself. He realized that courage is more important than perfection. He realized that practice every day had prepared him for this moment. That day, Rahul learned an important lesson. Facing fear is the key to success. He could speak English and he could succeed. And this was only the beginning of his journey. Chapter 7, Success Without Perfection. The meeting with the international client began. Rahul felt nervous at first. He remembered the words in his red notebook. He remembered all the practice he had done. He took a deep breath and started speaking. He was not perfect. Sometimes he used the wrong word. Sometimes he spoke slowly. Sometimes he had to think for a few seconds. But he did not stop. He continued to speak. He understood the client's questions. He listened carefully. He asked politely if he did not understand something. He gave answers clearly. He explained his ideas in simple English. His boss watched him quietly. The client nodded and smiled. They asked more questions, and Rahul answered them one by one. He used the phrases and sentences he had learned. He felt more confident with every answer. By the end of the meeting, the client said, Thank you, Rahul. This was very clear. Good job. Rahul's boss also smiled. You did well, Rahul. You handled everything perfectly, even with small mistakes. Rahul felt a warm feeling inside. He realized an important lesson. You do not need perfect English to succeed. Confidence is more important than perfection. Courage to speak is more important than flawless grammar. For the first time, Rahul felt proud of himself. He had faced his fear. He had used the words he learned. He had spoken with confidence. And he had succeeded. That day, Rahul understood something powerful. Mistakes are part of learning. Confidence and courage create real success. And this success gave him more hope for the future. Chapter 8, Courage Changes Everything. That day after the meeting, Rahul sat at his desk and thought. He realized something very important. Fluency is not about speaking perfectly. Fluency is about courage. It is about trying every day. It is about never giving up, even when it is hard. He remembered how afraid he was of English before. He remembered the times he froze. He remembered the times he avoided speaking. Now he could speak, even if he made mistakes. Now he could understand and reply clearly. That made him feel proud of himself. The red notebook had become more than a notebook. It was a key to courage, a key to confidence. Every word, every phrase, every practice session in the notebook had helped him grow. Rahul knew his journey was not over. He would keep learning every day. He would keep practicing. He would keep speaking with courage. He also wanted to help others. He remembered how he had once felt small and scared. He wanted others to know that English is not impossible. He wanted others to feel proud and confident too. Rahul smiled and thought, if I can do it, anyone can. He opened his red notebook and wrote, Fluency is courage. Courage changes everything. From that day on, Rahul spoke English with confidence. He grew at work. He shared his story with friends. He encouraged them to try, to practice, and to never give up. The small red notebook had changed his life. It had turned fear into courage. It had turned silence into confidence. And Rahul knew one thing clearly. Courage really can change everything.